Okay, people, welcome back again. So let's talk today. So many people have been telling me, hello, Milton, I want to know the process that you use to migrate to the Netherlands. I watch your videos and you encourage me a lot. And this is the process again. In case you didn't see the video, I'm going to try as much as possible to break it down well so you can actually watch. Then you see if you can actually afford, because like I said, the Netherlands is not that cheap and it equally has a high visa rate. In fact, you are not the one to apply for your visa. After you apply for admissions, get your admissions letter. You just need to pay your fees according to what the school is saying. Give them the money because you have to do blocked account. You sit back and relax. Then your school will apply for the visa to the Dutch government. They will submit your application. Then the Dutch government will decide. But of course, like I said, as soon as you deposit your money in the school account, then give them your details, your receipts, and tell them that you've paid, and they check and they see the money. They will now tell you when they will apply for your visa, and as soon as they do your visa application, they will tell you when to expect it. Of course, they will always say you will wait for 3 weeks, 1 month, but that's not the case. My own visa, after the school told me they have applied for my visa, they told me to wait for, I think, 4 weeks or 5 weeks, but my visa, they sent me the approval from the Dutch government, IND, after 13 days. So that's something you should know. Now, I will take you step by step because some people are equally asking me, how long did it take you to take the process and stuff like that? But I want to tell you that you need just the money. Yeah, it is not cheap out here. It is very expensive. But again, this is a powerful country. You guys know now. So I had the chance to go to Canada. I turned down Canada because of this instability, today law, tomorrow law, and whatever. I didn't want any complication. That was the reason not just that reason, but there are so many other reasons I came here. But I will not be sharing that on this place, right? On here. Then also I could go to Italy, and again I turned down Italy and I picked here. Now let's go into the process. How long does it take me to actually do my stuff and get my visa to move to the Netherlands? I applied to so many schools, and I think there are 13. There is a video I did about that. And I paid a lot of money for applications fees, spent a lot of money doing so many other processes, but it didn't work out. Then I later found out that this is what happens in the Netherlands. Then I quickly did my research. Boom, I checked all the schools. Boom, I submit my application, and that was how I got my offer. I started my process in April, if not ending March, early April. That was this year. Then it took me April. I think I got my admission after 2 to 3 weeks. Then my school gave me, that was around maybe in the middle of May. My school gave me end of May, gave me end of June, and told me to pay my tuition before July 1st. Now, for them to proceed further, right? Now, remember, this tuition they are talking about is your tuition fee for 1 year, your living cost money for 1 year, your medical insurance for 1 year, and your visa application fee. You have to combine everything, sum it up together. Then you pay to the school account. The school is going to give you their account. You put the money inside. Now, this process, you need to understand that this is the same procedure for all schools in this country. Remember, those who follow me on Facebook, I have said many times that everything in this country is digitalized, which means it's online. Even exams, we wrote online. And when you check, you will see that every school is linked here. Even the police, if they get you on the way, you break any of the laws, like if you are running, like you are moving with a bicycle on the individual's lane, like if I'm walking alone on my own lane and you leave the bicycle lane with your bicycle and come to my lane, the police see you, they will charge you, and everything is connected and you can never escape it. This is just facts I'm telling you. So everything is digital. Now, when you pay this money to the school, okay, the school will now do your visa application. But before I continue with this process, I want to tell you that there is some money that, like, there is part of the money called living costs. Okay, my own living cost was 15,000 euros. Some other schools may say theirs is 14,900. I'm not sure. but everybody must comply to the Dutch immigration laws. So as soon as you come into the Netherlands, your school is going to refund you that living cost money. My school gave me completely. They have refunded my own already. So I had to now give some people. I explained all these details. I'm not going to go into the details again. Then some schools will give you monthly. So before you apply, make sure you go to the immigration section of your university and verify all this information I'm giving you now. Now, when you pay this money, they will apply for your visa, and maximum 13 days, you will get a reply, or maybe 17, 14, I don't know how long, but it's not going to take too long. Your visa will be granted. As soon as your visa is granted, the school will send a document to you in Dutch with your visa number, everything, then tell you to print out the document, carry your MVV form, which is visa application form, then carry your passport, and then you book an appointment. You first of all book an appointment using that visa number on the Dutch embassy. Someone was asking a question, how can I book an appointment? Go to the Dutch embassy, go to the appointment section, which is for study, long stay, and MVV. You book the appointment. There are 2 embassies in Africa, only 2. One in Cotonou in Benin Republic and another one in Accra, Ghana. So you will now decide on where you want to go, because you will select this place and put it online on your school portal. And when you get your visa, your school is going to send it a copy of that acceptance letter from the IND, from the Dutch government, to that embassy you selected, right? So this is a process. Now, when you select it, after that, you can now book an appointment, and the embassy, remember, there are a few dates. Like if you don't do it early, you may not get appointment early. I came 2 weeks late because of this appointment issue. My school did my visa application. Like I said, my process took approximately 5 months, right? My school did my visa and it came around 13 days after. That was around July, maybe July 16, something like that. I don't remember. Then when I was booking appointment, the earliest date was August 19. There was nothing I could do. I could only go on that day, right? And submitted my documents. Then after 2 days, August 19, August 20, August 21, I was called to come and collect it. That's my stuff literally took 48 hours. But there are other people whose own took so many days, but it's not going to delay you, okay? The most important thing is to apply, get admission, provide the money they need, then you are good to go. You carry your bags and start moving. Now, I want to tell you that when you're applying for schools, also be checking schools that have your program. Make sure you stick to the admissions requirements. If you go to a school and they say something for the requirements for the program you're applying for and you do not meet the requirements, do not choose the program. But if you meet requirements, you will get admission. The most important thing is to get admission. Now, for you to move to Benin, I'm not talking to those who want to move from Cameroon. I use the road. Some other people will use flight. I moved from Douala to Boya to Kumba to Manfe, Ekok, Ekom, from Ekom to Anambra to Lagos. And from Lagos, I crossed Badagry, entered into Benin, Cotonou, and the next day I went and submitted my stuff. That is how it is. 2 days after, I arrived Benin on Saturday. Then I went to the embassy on Monday. Then on Wednesday, I was asked to come. Then I went there on Thursday, collected and left Benin. That is the journey. It's so tedious to go by road, and you also need money. For you to leave Cameroon to Benin, you need at least 100K. That was then. Okay, so have more, because you need to, for you to cross Cameroon-Nigerian border, you need to settle Cameroon control, you need to settle Nigerian control. Okay, for the procedure, if you need it, book a call with me, then I'll explain again to you. Everything I've been explained on my channel already. So if you need me to sit down and call you, please, you must book a call, because I'm so busy. I'm only putting out this material to actually help you so you don't make errors. Then for those who need the hotel I lodged in, it was actually a connection that got me there. My room was a petit room, and the toilet was outside, and I was paying 5,000 CFA, Benin currency. Now, I met other people who were paying 10,000, 15,000, and again, it depends on you. Just now, I was talking to somebody. She's coming here on family reunion. Her husband is Dutch, and she's gotten her visa. I was the one who sent her to my hotel. She was there. Well, I told her if she sees it and is not comfortable, she can go to another place. I was just telling her because it's cheap and I was comfortable there. Now, if you are moving to Nigeria, understand that you need your passport and, of course, get all the necessary stamps inside. You can still go by airport. It depends on you if you can afford. But me, I was trying to cut costs. Then I think I've explained the procedure already. The main difficult task here is make sure you change your money into Naira and so many other things if you're using the road. Okay. Whether you're using the road or the airport, I think you still need Naira. It depends on where you are landing. For me, after Ikok, I needed just Naira. Then when I'm crossing into Benin, I need now their CFA and stuff like that. But you always find places to change them, okay? To change your money to whatsoever currency you need. Always ask questions. Now, to those who are asking, there are a couple of questions here. Let me read them out. Somebody was asking me if there is a problem for him if he goes by air to land in Benin. There is no problem. But remember, I think you can land in Nigeria, in Abuja. I don't remember. But again, it depends on you. Okay, be careful when you are moving with money on you, and also make sure you plan your trip well so that you use maybe daytime. For me, I took a lot of risks because when I was going from after the border between Cameroon and Nigeria, I crossed into Nigeria, Ikom. Now I needed to move to Lagos. Our vehicle had issues and we were moving throughout the night, right? So it wasn't really easy, but again, I was just saying, oh, I'm going with the universe. So this is the process you need. And when you are coming here to the Netherlands, make sure you have money. The school is the one to give you a link to book accommodation. And sometimes when the school gives you this link, you have to book it. But it depends on what you can pay. My school gave me the link, but I checked. I saw a lot of money for the accommodation. I didn't want it. But when I came here, I stayed in a hostel for like 10 days or more. Yeah, I was paying 50 euros. I stayed somewhere 3 days. Then I had to transfer to a cheaper option, 30 euros, 10 days. Then before we got accommodation through recommendation from another Cameroonian who is in the Netherlands, right? He took us. In fact, we called his landlord. He wasn't picking. We followed him to his apartment. And thank God we saw accommodation. There was one room there left. We picked it. And they charged us one deposit, one commission. We paid, and not commission, by the way, deposit. One deposit, one rent, and we paid close to 900 euros, right? So it's not important. Just know that you will look for your own accommodation, and of course, it depends on the price you are going to be paying. Now, also understand that the city your school is depends on what you are going to find jobs. But if you are serious, you will work. This is to answer you guys. And when you come here, make sure you get your BSN number, get a house contract, get BSN. Then you can now proceed with life. This is basically the procedure you need. Then to those who are asking me about other processes, I'm going to be explaining this in subsequent videos, but understand that you need money. There is no cheap school in the Netherlands. Don't say anything is cheap here, because the least I've seen costs around 9,000 euros for BSc. And understand that BSc is cheaper than masters. Masters is expensive, but you can study a BSc year for 4 years. Masters, you can take it for 1 year or 2 years, depending on what you really want. So please do put these things into consideration. Then requirements to apply, everything is on this channel. My trip and everything is on this channel. I've documented all those things, so please verify them. And then let's see. We'll meet in the Netherlands, right? Some people are coming here January, others will come September. We will meet and we will vibe together.